Alright everyone, welcome back to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Last time we took on the final boss of our low rank village, Glavenus, and now we'll be taking on our 6-star key quests. Firstly, we're going to want to switch to our Kezu vaccine. No, not the Kezu vaccine. I think the Legia Anchor, or G Anchor. Now we're going to be swapping to the G Anchor instead of the Eslo Spears. Since we're not using Furious anymore, we want that higher boomerang element, since we are using boomerangs more. I'll see if we unlocked any more skills. We didn't level up off that last fight, so we'll just go ahead and talk to the Bernagal. Saying, oh, how everyone was so scared and that it was very dangerous. Didn't really feel very dangerous to me, but okay. First monster we want to hunt here, we have a lot of strong ones, but the first one we want to hunt is a Tigrex, or a Tigrex, depending on how you want to pronounce it. I'm pronouncing it Tigrex though. It's called Tigrex by the tail, so we'll take it real quick. He's like the thunder element, that's why we want this Legia Anchor. And we will see what kind of skills we have. Nothing really good. At all, actually. I guess... it really is not good. I guess I'll take Moxie. It's not very useful for us, but okay. Now we will go ahead, and before you go off on the quest, there's more bubbles from the village people, and they're congratulating you on beating Glavenus, such as this Pelican armor you got here. And he also gave us some handsome scrap, so that's nice for us. But we got 4 tail pieces last time, so we can make that Glavenus weapon. We can probably even make the Glavenus armor, but we're just gonna go ahead, throw all of our scraps. Do not use the tail pieces for our scraps, just the other stuff, and we will make the Scorching Blade. Has a massive 90 melee attack, 12 fire element, and 90 boomerang attack, and 10 fire element. And since we have critical up small, we get, I think, 5% affinity on our... I think it's 5, it might be 10% affinity actually. So we get 10% affinity on the weapon. And that happened last time too. The Mizutsune Parasol got 10% affinity extra. But, and is it 15? Let me go check. Sorry, quest gal. We're gonna have to cancel this quest right now. Didn't even make the weapon that time. Oh well, we're fine. Let me see here. Yeah, it just raises it by 10. So I guess the Mizutsune Parasol does have 5% affinity. But this weapon also has 5% affinity. And if you see the green on the affinity marker, this is why I knew it was raised. That means you have some sort of skill or something raising that stat. So we'll make it. I don't know why I equipped that, we don't need it. But the Glavenus armor has 30 defense in its helmet and 48 in the body. Higher than the other stuff, but not all that much higher. We also needed a pyro shell, which I got rid of. I guess you did need some different... Oh, I see. Glavenus is special in that he needs pyro shells for his armor and tail pieces for his weapon. So I was wrong a couple episodes back about saying that. But we don't really need good armor right now. We do have our adaptive aids, and we'll get something better out of this quest, I'm sure. So we will equip that Legia Anchor now, and actually go off on the main point of the quest. Or sorry, the main point of the video. But since we have some good element options, we'll just take these guys chronologically in order they appeared in series. So first we'll be hunting a... Do not know why I'm eating, but first we'll be hunting a Tigrex. Then we'll be hunting Zinogre, Gormagala, and then Saragios. Oh, he spawns in a weird area. He spawns back in area 4, looks like. And again, I don't know why the area 1 is tied to area 3 and 4. It's weird. But either way, this is Tigrex. And unlike Glyvinus, this guy is an actual threat. He's raw power, and if you are close to that roar, closer than I was, I just got hit by the earplugs part. But if you're close enough to that roar, you will take damage, so be careful. But we're just gonna attack this guy on the head. I think his best thunder hit zone is his arms, but his arms aren't the best raw hit zone. So we'll kind of take a compromise. Did get hit by that, was a little too close. Thought about avoiding it, but I didn't. But you saw how much damage we took just from a charge. There's a spin. We'll wait for him to kind of move a little bit before we avoid that. And you can break this guy's tail or cut off the tail. You can break his two arms, and then when you break those arms, you'll get a topple. And you can break the head. Fun thing about this area is there's lots of ledges, so he's going to be annoying and climb them a lot. We're going to try and keep him down in this area, though. When he gets mad, his arms get softer, and I think they get a little bit of a better hit zone for a raw counterpart. But we're just going to kind of attack him right now. He's a very, very dangerous monster. Likes to charge a lot. And do all that fun stuff. The tail is obviously a better hit zone than the arms right now. So if he's turned his back to you, attack the tail. Or if he's turning around, go ahead and try and aim for the head whenever it's going to turn. Like so. There was a rock throw. So you're going to do that attack. Again, steer clear. I could just adept evade it, but it's not always the best to adept evade. If it's going to take you longer to adept evade, especially if you're not even going to get hit, or you can just easily move backwards and start an attack, that would be better. Because you are a little vulnerable getting out of your adept roll, because you are not invincible during your roll. You do evade the attack completely, and you have a small amount of invincibility after. But once that ends, that roll is completely vulnerable. You can do your support moves after that, which is good. But we have to press the attack button to get out of it early, and that also leaves us in a vulnerable state. We'll go for this head here. There's a rock throw. Probably didn't have to move, but we want to be safe. There's a spin. It's not moving though, so we'll just go for the head. And now he's mad. You can tell he's mad because he's glowing for some reason. I guess it's his blood maybe. So I don't think that's very healthy, but if your blood is glowing when you get mad. Either way, we can now go for the arms for a decent hit zone, especially for thunder. And I think his kind of wing blades, kind of like Nargacuga at the very end of his wings, is better thunder hit zone, but oh well. Man, I just keep having to evade his attacks here. But pretty much it's a waiting game. Just wait until he stops charging and then go for an attack. This kind of shows the turn-based style of gameplay that you'll get into once you start hunting later monsters, and you can't just face tank everything. She's gonna spin around here. There's a flinch, so that's good for us. We avoided that. We are kind of sitting on health that I don't like to be sitting on. Thank you, Apsaros, for hitting me. That's not very nice of you. We'll move out of here. We did heal. We'll evade that, and we will not apply our piercing boomerangs. Again, wait. Wait until you have an opening. Until it's safe, and then do it. But I am glad that we have our Adept Evade now, because it was getting kind of hard, and I'm sure you saw with the Garuga evading quick moving monsters. Now he is exhausted now, so whenever he does his charges, I think whenever he does his charges, then you might have to break the arms before that, but whenever he does his charges, he'll fall over. And again, you might have to break his arms and then he be in exhausted state for him to fall over during his runs, but we'll see. He likes to charge a lot, so I'm not too worried. I'm sure he drops down here, so we'll jump down. Looks like he's gonna eat this carcass, so we'll get in a good position to attack the head, I guess. Again, we could go for the wing blades. Why did you set the trap up there? Unless he set it down here. No, he didn't. It's at a very weird spot, but oh well. And something you can notice is, I think that's Nahabra. It's a Nahabra or Vespoid. Looks like a Nahabra. Probably Vespoid though. But we got hit with element resistance down. And if I can open my status menu without this guy completely destroying me, you can see that all of our defenses are in the negative. The bugs can be annoying like that and apply that just from their little spits. And that can also paralyze you if you get hit by their stinger. It's a chance, not 100%, but it is annoying. Now you can tell it's element resistance down because it looks a little weird. It's black and purple. If it was defense down, it would be brown and red. We're kind of ignoring this guy, not giving him the respect he deserves. But he's just kind of running around, not being very menacing. So we'll just keep attacking him like this. Not sure where he's running off that way. Uh-oh. Again, wait, because I got hit by that for no good reason other than me being greedy. I think once we get our next chance to attack, there's an arm break looks like, so that's good. I'll try and play our Demon Horn. There we go. He's targeting our cat, so that's a good chance for us. I think he even dropped apart from that flinch. There's a bite. Oh, goodness. That came out a lot quicker than I thought it would. So we did lose an acorn off that, but it's fine. He is pretty tough. Alright. We'll load up on our piercing boomerangs. And we will throw more boomerangs at him. That's the main goal, right? Why is he climbing up there? I could try and get him in the shark trap, but I'm not. I'm too lazy. I don't want to have to do it with the ledges either. But that's annoying. Also, we got a head break too, so that's nice. It's a rock throw. There's another one. We got hit by that because we didn't dodge into it. Remember, dodge into it if you want to be the safest. Kind of counterintuitive, but... or sounds counterintuitive, but it works. Not sure what he's doing. That was a charge. Maybe I can get him to come up here into this trap. Put it at the very edge of the zone. Again, maybe I can get him to do it. We did get Palico Rally, so that's good. He did his spin, and now he's in a shock trap. So maybe we can get this tail off. Do some spins on it. Again, that boomerang spin has very high motion value, and we even got a tail cut off that very quickly. And now he's moving away. He's flying. And if I could see him, I cannot see him. Hey, maybe? Depends on where he's going. He's going back to that area. You can see him in all his glory flying when he really shouldn't be able to. Okay. He's gonna land here. Comes in for a pretty harsh landing. Again, he has wings that really shouldn't be able to work. But we'll finally go for this final wing blade, I guess. Try and get all parts. There we go. So now he is completely damaged. Should mean he's close to death. Though that doesn't always apply. But it is low rank, so yeah. There's a spin. Didn't even get hit, so I didn't apply my adaptive aid. And I guess another thing to note is that when you get hit, and I could be completely wrong on this, but you'll get a little bit of bar gauge. There's a skill card counter boost that gives you even more from getting hit. But when you do an adaptive aid, it still counts as getting hit, so you'll still get that little boost. And I could be completely wrong on all of that, but I'm pretty sure that's right. Looks like he fell over. Didn't fall over. I don't know why he's not falling over. Very curious. I guess he hasn't been exhausted. And he's limping now, so I guess we won't see that. But I'm pretty sure he does fall over at some point when doing charges. And maybe it's just like in high rank or G rank, just to give you a little bit of help. But I don't think so. That just sounds like a normal Tigrex thing. Looks like he's going into Area 3. We won't even let him sleep. Though, we do have Mega Barrel Bomb base, so it would be a good sleep option. And bombs do scale off of your highest, raw, whether it be boomerang or melee. I think I said before that it was melee, but it's whichever one is higher, which is nice. Well, didn't avoid that, kind of just got caught in it. Now he is exhausted, and these crabs are coming after me for some reason. Unluckily for them, we have a thunder element weapon, so we'll take them out. Now, maybe we'll see him fall over. There we go. So now he's exhausted, his arms are broken, and I don't know if you have to have the arms broken for that, but he is falling over when he does his charge. Got hit by that, didn't think. Whenever he does the spin, I think he moves his left arm out, and it encompasses a wider area. There's another fall over. Do a spin on that. We're doing lots of damage, at the very least. Avoid that attack. And we win. Took him a little bit longer than Glavenus, but he is supposed to be harder. But there we go. I'll carve him up. His weapon isn't very good. It's high raw, low damage, or not low damage. High raw, low affinity. Probably has good sharpness though, or it might just be green sharpness. But we won't be using it. His armor though, something we'll be looking into. Either way, I'll see you back at base. Alright, back at the base. We'll go ahead and look at that Tigrex equipment. 100 melee attack, 91 boomerang ability, and negative 5% affinity, so it would be negative 15% affinity if we didn't have our critical up small. Not very good, still green sharpness. Glavenus is only 10 less raw in both, or not even 10 less, 1 less in boomerang and 10 less in melee. So not good for us, but the Tigrex armor is pretty good, so we will be making that. We'll just throw all of it into our scraps and make it real quick. We'll equip it. We have enough, I think, for another armor set, so I guess Calamari will get it. Alright, there we go. Now, the next monster we're hunting is weak to ice element, so we'll equip that Gammoth weapon. Can find it, the norm use staff, and thanks to that critical up small, we are only at negative 5% affinity. Now, I did say that the Tigrex weapon was not good because it had that negative affinity, but the Gammoth weapon is more used for the element on it, or that's what we're using it for at the very least. So that's why we want it, and that's why it's better. We'll use booster. That'll be fine. And let me just look at the equipment. See it? Well, I mean 97 melee, so it's only 3 less. Same negative affinity. It is a little bit less than our boomerang, but we do get 6 ice element, which isn't the most, and I'm sure we'll get a better ice monster later. And we also get 14 melee ice attack, which isn't very useful. Again, we don't have our melee spins. Alright, we're back in the Jurassic Frontier. And it's night again. We'll go on, and I think area either 4? I think area 4. Yep, area 4. We'll go on in there and meet Zinogre. Alrighty, Zinogre. This one's an electric monster. And he's also very dangerous if you're not careful. So we want to go for the back legs or the head. I think the back legs, well, no, I don't think it is, but the back legs are definitely, at the very least, compared to cutting, blunt weapons are better for the back legs. I think both of them are just better on the head though, so something to keep in mind. Now, unlike most monsters, the front legs are actually worse at zone, so don't cover the front legs. But on this guy, the parts you can break are his front legs, his head, his back, and his tail. I don't think you can break his back legs, but they are still good hit zone nonetheless. His head is also a very small hit zone, so it might be more beneficial to just go for the back legs. Do a boomerang spin here, hit the hard part of his tail. Don't attack the very end of his tail, it is hard. You want to attack the middle part. As we can see, he's charging, so after he does some of his attacks, he'll get into a charging stance. We want to flinch him out of it, because whenever he gets charged up, he's not a very good fight, or well, he's a good fight, but he's not a very easy fight. More dangerous. There's a tail slam. Pretty much just likes to slam his paw down, do tackles and tail slams, all the fun stuff. There's another charge attack. Maybe we can get him out of it. Another thing is Raw might just be better than Ice on this guy. He's not very weak to Ice. But we will use the element since it is just a pretty better than Raw. Considering we're hitting multiple times, we're getting more applying of the element. Looks like he's going to charge again, and since he's sparking now, he's going to get charged up. Now that he's charged up, he's going to move quicker, deal more damage, kind of like an extra rage mode. And he can still get mad on top of that. But now his attacks do Thunder Blight. At least his electric attacks. They could do it before, but he doesn't like to spam them as much. Even his paw slams are thunderfied now. Tail slam. Go for those back legs. Not sure what he's doing here. Gonna evade this. Tail slam. And again, as with all monsters, just stay moving. He has a hard time hitting you if you move quickly. And using that adept evade to your advantage is also very good. Do a spin here, not get hit by those orbs. Good. Do another one. You got a flinch too, that's good. I think you can knock him out of charge state if you do enough damage to him. There we go. We got a break of some sort. Not sure what it was on. Really not sure what it was on. Maybe it was just a break or a stun. Alright, we're gonna keep attacking him more. Looks like he's leaving the area. We will see what he dropped over here. Actually, I don't think he dropped anything. Oh, well, I guess he's not leaving. He dropped a wyvern chair though. Okay, well, I'm just wasting time letting him get charged up. It's fine. We want a tough fight, right? He's gonna charge again. There we go. We'll just apply our big boomerangs here while he's just standing there. I think he can drop something like not Thunderbolt Juice. He can drop something, I'm sure. But if you knock him over, you can run up to him with your weapon sheath and gather some bugs. You'll get Thunder Bugs or Fulgur Bugs. I think it's Fulgur Bugs, not Thunder Bugs. And that, I might be thinking of a different Zinogre. No, I think that's right. They're Fulgur Bugs. Either way, you need that to make some of his equipment. But we're just going to keep attacking him. I don't think we need Fulgur Bugs, but it's still useful to have. Alright, he's going to paw slam there, one there. And I'm just realizing how slow this guy is in low rank. I'm used to fighting him in like G rank and Master rank where he's just much faster. And I guess even in Rise he would be faster normally. But his paw slams are just kind of slow. Alright, looks like he's finally moving areas. Didn't think he would. But since we have 5 bars of gauge, we'll go ahead and play our Demon Horn. And we've got our attack up, and we'll go on into the next area. Evade that roar, or not. Didn't wait long enough. There's a spin. There's some sort of part break, probably on that arm there. Yep. Gonna get hit by that. That has a lot longer reach than looks, but we're fine. Not taking anywhere near as much damage, even though we're weak to thunder. Oh. Didn't get hit by that, thankfully. Thought I would, but we're fine. Didn't even get hit by that. Tried to adept evade it. And I haven't been mounting as much. Partially because I really haven't had to, and they're dangerous monsters. There we go. I guess I could go for a mount. But again, I don't feel very safe going for one. I guess just waiting for openings like normal people. Also, we got a flinch, knocked him out of his charge state there. Looks like he is exhausted now, so we'll go for a mount. Try to go for a mount. Not very good at this thing. Come on now. Okay, there we go. Just whack away. Since he's tired, he's just gonna stand there. Alright, now we'll go for that head. Looks like we broke the horn. I think you can break it twice. So don't worry if it looks like, don't worry if it looks like it really isn't broken. There we go. There's the second one. Looks like he's gonna limp away now. Or not, he's just exhausted. Again, they have quite a bit more health than the other guys we fought before. Didn't get the adept evade on that. I just noticed I could dodge out of the way in time. Reposition. Looks like he's gonna try and charge, or not. He's gonna get out of his exhausted state, and then he'll charge, right? Nope. There we go. Usually if he does the hop back, that means he's gonna try and charge. Oh. Careful, we're in mad mode now, so we'll just kind of ignore him. Get our big boomerangs here. Try and go for that face. Again, lead your shots. Should probably listen to my own advice though. Don't just focus so much on attacking though that you lose out on, or that you get hit. I guess that you lose out on health. That was what I was trying to say. Oh, looks like he's gonna try and charge again. If he does that little run and spin, it's likely he's trying to charge. Maybe we'll get a flinch. No flinch. Also, that does damage too. I ran into it. Not sure why I didn't avoid that. Oh yeah, we have air plugs. It doesn't matter. Alright, we'll avoid that attack and just kind of spin around him. He's moving a lot quicker now, so that's good. And he's falling over. Again, you can gather Fulgur bugs from him now. But we don't really care about that. I think you can get Fulgur bugs from quest rewards. This is just a surefire way to get some. Well, got hit by that. That's a pretty big hitbox. Got greedy. Oh, and stunned. We don't want to use lose a acorn. Oh. Okay, thank you, cat. Either way, we didn't want to lose an acorn there, but it really didn't matter. So we're gonna carve him up. His weapons aren't that great, but he does have some more armor that I can give to another cat. So I'll see you back at base. Alright, back to base, and something I have been neglecting, and it came to bite me in the butt, is that my item pouch is full, completely full. So we're just gonna throw a lot of that stuff in our item box. I did have to give up some items that I worked for, but I just gave up the cheapest stuff I could find in my item pouch. But we had stuff all the way back from Bull Drone. So That's a reminder to always put your items in your item box so you don't run into that. Hunters don't have that issue because they learn that early on because they have to carry potions and stuff, but we really don't have to. Either way, we'll go look at that equipment from the Zinogre. And we have the Musper's Peel. Now, this is a close range thunder weapon, so if you're using a melee build, this would be the one to go for. You have 95 melee attack, 14 melee thunder, 86 boomerang attack, and 4 boomerang thunder. Now, is it better? Not really. LG Anchor has 89 boomerang attack and 12 thunder element, and Estel Spear has 88 compared to the 95, which would be better for raw, and 16 and 14 respectively. It depends. If you're just going for raw damage and just a small bit of thunder on top, yeah, it would be better for a close range weapon, but we're not using a close range weapon, we're using long range, and LG Anchor is just better. Either way, that's 2 monsters down, and I think we have 2 more to go and win an urgent quest, and then we'll have even more fun. So, I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a comment below, and until next time, bye.